You disappeared. Are you okay?
I went over this months ago in Phoenix, TF-29's North America division. Everything should be there in that report.
The report has a few areas that aren't clear. The operational details are there, but there's not a lot about your personal interactions with Agent Hector Guerrero. Specifically, what happened to him.
Is this a witch hunt, Doctor? Because I feel like I've been under the microscope since London.
Adam, this interview has nothing to do with that. We're just trying to clarify what happened in Arizona 9 months ago. Just relax. Tell me what happened, what you remember about that mission one more time, and we can put this to bed.
You want me to tell you a story? Okay. Well, let's get this over with.
I'm listening.
It was my first undercover mission for TF-29. They had me undercover as an inmate inside an ARG-only supermax known as the Penthouse.
Penthouse approach. Phoenix Flight Control requesting handoff of automated transport. How copy?
Reading your 5, Phoenix. Onboard AP is disengaged. Handoff complete. Tower has control.
Copy that. Have a better one.
We'd received intel suggesting terror attacks on several pro-ARG groups in the U.S. If it proved out, the loss of life would have been staggering. Agent Guerrero was the only one who could confirm if that intel was solid, but he was Dark Opal, already in the prison, undercover, and out of contact.
Would you consider this mission high risk?
The job is the job. What else is there to say?
I'm just wondering at the amount of stress such a mission might put on someone. It must be difficult.
Try and keep up, asshole.
We're agents, Doctor. We handle our roles as we need to.
So you were taken into processing.
Open the block!
All inmates are stripped of their augmented abilities on arrival. I had some idea of what to expect inside that place, but let's just say I should have been better prepared.
Okay, data's in, ID's verified. Last name Walters, first name Derek, middle name... Jesus.
I think they pronounce it Jesus.
Stinger, you might want to come take a look at this.
What is it?
Take a look at this hardware.
Full arm-leg prosthetic replacement, energy converter. I don't even know what that is. He's a real deal hot rod, isn't he? What do you think? They look mil-spec almost?
Oh, definitely. I mean, these were made with love. I mean, look, right there, you can see on the...
Love? They ain't fucking cookies. What do we know about him?
First timer, looks like. Doing a 5-year bid for aggravated assault and negligent homicide. Oh, he's being transferred up north in a few days to our big brother.
Kinda relaxed for a first timer. Too big for paradise, maybe, huh? Hot rod. Can't waste any time getting to know you then, can we?
You want him on the list?
No. But I want to keep an eye on him. See where he goes, who he talks to. Upload the virus.
It's not a virus. Technically, it's much more
It can be a monkey riding a poodle up his ass for all I give a shit, egghead. As long as it shuts him down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Uploading now.
put a suppression biochip doodad in your noodle. Just think of it as a housewarming gift from the great state of Arizona. We don't need you using your superpowers in here. Welcome to your new reality, Hot Rod. Better get used to it.
No inmates pass this line.
Hold on.
Ooh, you on thin ice.
The pain you experienced, it was from the chip they implanted during processing, right?
Yeah, it kicked in if I even thought of using any of my augs.
So you were inside, stripped of your augs, no badge, no backup, and... The clock was ticking on the terrorist threat. What did you do next?
I knew from the brief that Guerrero was in B Block using the name Oscar Mejia. To get to him, I needed to keep a low profile, blend in, and follow prison protocols.
All right, Clanks. Level 3's rec time in the yard begins now. Play nice and steer clear of restricted areas.
Hey, better put a muzzle on your choke pants, bitch. I don't want to hear you floating through the damn walls.
Don't interrupt me, asshole.
Electrical switches or
air vents is considered an escape attempt and will result in severe penalties and a week in solitary confinement.
Am I looking for anything in particular?
Just the shit these animals think they can hide. This doesn't concern you, inmate. Just the shit these animals think they can hide from us.
This area is restricted to personnel. Inmate is off! Inmate is off!
Rioting or encouraging others to riot will add 24 months to your sentence.
And try to picture this scenario.
You got a problem? The shower room is off limits until further.
Your problem is tiles and paths and shit.
Well, I'm glad he was transferred to B Block.
Trading is how you get... A multi-tool is a rare commodity in here, man.
Let's say I trade you for it. What would you want in return?
Booze, man. I need booze. Takes the edge off. I'll give you my multi-tool if you can get me a bottle of something. Anything. You got?
How does an inmate like you get his hands on something like a multi-tool?
Come on, man, I just met you. You expect me to divulge my sources just because you asked?
Fair enough. So where would I find a bottle of alcohol?
The guards keep some locked away in their security room, I think. I bet you'd find plenty of them in the contraband lockup, though. It's where they keep all the shit they take from us. But good luck with that. The lockup is all the way over in the admin building.
Not exactly easy pickings, is it?
You want easy? You might find some bottles lying around in the cells.
You expect me to steal from other inmates?
Hey man, shit disappears from here all the time. You don't ask me where I get my supply, I won't ask where you got yours. Now, are we gonna trade or not?
Sorry, fresh out at the moment.
You know where to find me.
In solitary confinement, your privileges are restricted to a minimum.
I heard they sent him to solitary.
No.
Maybe I can find a crossword puzzle book around here.
You better watch your step with the COs, friend.
From 20 to 25 centimeters. With an average width.
My cousin's right. This isn't much better than working retail.
Trading? So you got any booze?
Take it.
Nice. You're the man. Don't do anything crazy with it. Guards catch you, you don't know me.
Orderly manner at all times.
Are you shitting me? Johnson. Andy fucking Johnson.
Do I know you?
Do you know me? Do you believe this clown? Yeah, you know me, you piece of shit. Theodore Zenga, Detroit, 2022. You busted my ass at the Howie Bazaar Club for sleeping with underage hookers, remember?
You've got the wrong guy.
Don't lie to me, bot. You threw me down a flight of stairs. My head hit every fucking step. You don't forget something like that.
Ain't no problem, is there, D-Town? How about you give the new brother some breathing room?
Break it up, Clanks. Unless you want a one-way ticket to solitary. No charge.
We're all fine here, Stenger. We don't need another accident. I suggest you find a way to cool off, D-Town. Show's over.
The guy's a cop, I'm telling you. I see you again. I'll parade your bot ass all over the yard. You hear me?
Hell, New Shine. Look at you. Making a good first impression already. I like that.
I'm not sure everyone agrees with you.
What, D-Town? Nah, pay no mind. He's not allowed to hate on the guards, so he just hates on everyone else instead.
So I should watch my back. Thanks for the advice.
Ain't the inmates gonna kill you in the penthouse, brother. It's the guards. Stenger and his crew be stirring up trouble all day, every day.
Why would they do that? Pissing us off is just gonna make their job harder.
It's like a game to them. They bait us into breaking the rules and kill us when we cross the line. Been worse since they murdered Wilbur.
Let me get this straight. The guards are murdering inmates for fun.
Mm-hmm. Wilbur's just the latest brother to die for no good reason other than whatever Stenger was thinking. Just you wait, New Shine. Their time's coming. We Augs need to stand together, not apart, know what I'm saying?
This Wilburg, you say, was murdered. What happened to him?
Got himself cut in half by an automated sentry over in B Block. Official word was malfunction. Unofficial word is Stenger. Must have gotten tired of the swing Wilberg had.
Sounds like Wilberg was a big deal.
He was the king for a lot of folks in here. Full gangster, Kosher Nostra. Been hooking and crooking since most of these guys were still dancing in their daddy's balls. Him getting taken out like that has all the brothers fired up. They can't just kill us like we're cattle anymore.
All level 2 inmates, return to your cells immediately. Your outdoor time is over.
Say, you don't look so good. Feeling the choke from the suppression chip Stenger put inside you, huh? It's a rare kind of pain, ain't it?
I've dealt with pain before. Sure, I'll find a way to deal with it again.
That's up to you. But I'd strongly advise you look for someone we call a fixer. He's an inmate like you and me, but he was a doctor on the outside. He can give you a little something for the pain.
Last warning, Clanks. All level 2 inmates back to your cells. Now!
Level 2, that's me, brother. The yard's yours. Enjoy your time in the sun. You need me for something, swing by 212.
Cell A212, got it.
Did you think you could trust this Dr. Flossie mentioned? Did you feel nervous or suspect something was wrong?
There was a chance he was walking me into something, yeah. And I didn't know how long it would take to find Guerrero. But losing the choke wasn't such a bad idea either. I had to think it through.
Hope everything goes smooth today. Next minute, I'm trying to rip their faces.
I hear the state just incinerates you when you die in here.
Heard any of them?
A couple of broken bones, but one kid. Not everyone takes to him right away, but give Boss a chance.
I'm just trying to keep to myself.
Hey!
He forgot he was. D-Town can be unpredictable sometimes.
Respect other inmates. Respect correctional officers. Respect yourself. And most
He's always got a
importantly,
fence or a
respect
guard between him and the rest of them.
You being difficult? One more word out of you in 10 years.
Get lost.
What? No! I'm a... teacher, for fuck's sake. I'm not supposed to be here.
Hearing whispers. I think the inmates
You
might
should
be
go
up
looking for that strange guy with the glasses. Please.
Get out of my face!
From what I hear,
man!
you're a transfer.
It's like we've been castrated. Stick that chip in us and take away everything we've got.
I really hope they can't work around it, Jim.
Got no idea what makes that Warmeister so special.
You're the one they call the fixer?
Well, yes. Well, sometimes Wart. Cut-up version of Wertmüller. It's German, from my father. He said to always insist on the umlauts. Otherwise people butcher the pronunciation. So often butchered it, no matter what I did.
Sorry to hear that.
It's not your fault. You haven't gotten it wrong, not once. I like that about you, Mr.
Walthers. No umlauts. I'm here because Flossie sent me.
He wants it now? But, I don't have it. Not here. Mr. Flossie made it very clear. I internalize the words when someone like him asks someone like me to do something. Well, as you can see, the gate, delivery must wait.
If this delivery is important to Flossie, I could help.
Did he tell you to tell me to tell you? Irregular. But possible. Because your name is German, like my name, but yours. Simpler, stronger. An old warrior's name.
Yeah, well, this old warrior's seen better days. Now I'm just trying to facilitate things if I can.
Aren't we all, Mr. Walters? It's the temptation that concerns me. Once a man holds it in his hands, we're not made of plush. Can you promise to deliver it?
I'm not looking to make enemies. If I can help a guy like Flossie get his hands on something he needs, maybe he can help me.
Very well. It's, cell 309. Be careful. Don't tell Teddy I told you. They know me. Know that if someone wants something from me, all they have to do is ask.
Okay, cell A309. I'll see what I can do. There's something else. The pain I've been feeling since getting processed. Apparently you're some kind of doctor.
Suppose I am that. Yes. Dr. Wertmuller. There was a brass sign on the door. It was deeply engraved. But that's in the past. I'm here now, specializing in the side effects of suppression. The choke.
Stenger's procedure, the chip they install on us. How does it work exactly?
Pain equals energy exerted. Man uses an iron lung to breathe, zap! His heart beats mechanical. Zap! He lifts his alloy arms over his head because Mr. Stenger tells him to.
Zap, zap, zap. Yeah, I felt it. And you found a way to make these reactions go away?
A combination of liquids, yes, and crushed powders in tablet form, small enough to stuff down a child's throat, enough to pass around without Mr. Stenger knowing. All you had to do was ask.
You expect me to swallow some magic pill without knowing what it is? I'm not even sure you know what it is.
It's a drug made up of diamorphine and fentanyl and oxycodone and quinine and pethidine and hydromorphone and...
Just tell me what it does.
It does what most drugs do. Numbs the pain. Makes us feel stronger than we are.
Stronger? Could it help a man get access to his hogs again?
Exactly, yes. When a man takes it, he feels... regains access to parts of himself thought lost. Importantly, use of illicit energy is no longer punishable by Mr. Flossie specified that was the key, he said. And offer it to anyone who asks.
I think I like the idea of feeling like myself again.
That's a wise choice. Here, take one. Just the one. One for everyone. Oh, and side effects? Yes. There's the possibility of drowsiness and drowsy mouth. Occasionally. The greatest danger would arguably be the long-term total unknown.
Inmate 524-1074, Ward Mulker. Report to the infirmary immediately. Ward Mulker to the infirmary.
That's not correct at all. Mr. Walters, really, it's the first 5 minutes I'd be most worried about. Those are the most crucial.
I'm surprised you took the fixer's pill. Weren't you worried about the side effects?
The pill messed with my vision, but it removed the pain caused by the choke. Even more, it also restored access to a few of my hogs. As far as I was concerned, it was worth it.
Still, that was quite a gamble. Have you felt anything since? Changes in mood, headaches, memory loss?
I can only think of one headache right now, Doctor.
disrespecting a correctional officer will lead to punishment and/or an extension of your sentence. Water pressure's still low, but the A-block shower room is now open.
This place seems more tense. The last few days.
Any inmate found in a restricted area
Think there's anything new about setting Wilberg up?
will be shot on sight.
I try not
No
to get involved.
exceptions.
Do what he says. Ask no questions. What's your point?
I heard a sentry took him out. That's not normally what happens, right?
Who gives a shit? He's dead, isn't he?
This booze is gonna be great, man. Thanks.
Don't Sugar Daddy turn you out?
It don't matter which block you live in.
Gotta ignore that shit and realize that things will be different soon.
Back
All
off!
right,
Get
then.
to where you should be!
Real bad.
He ain't even got enough power to walk straight.
Refusing to be scanned by a drone will add 18 months to your sentence.
You really think that new guy's a cop?
We're talking, pig!
It's better to not interrupt these.
I know he is, you idiot. Just can't remember his fucking name.
Isn't it Pig?
No, smartass. I need his name back when he was a cop in Detroit.
Oh, right.
Alan James. That wasn't it either. Damn it, I know it. I know. Wait. Cop!
Tampering with any part of your cell is strictly prohibited. Violators will be sent to solitary confinement for an extended period.
So let me get this straight. Flossie was smuggling a biocell inside a stuffed toy. Were you tempted to use it yourself?
There was a good chance the biocell would have given me access to my AUGs, but it was clearly intended for Flossie. Not taking it to him could have jeopardized our relationship and the job.
Carrying contraband of any kind will add 1 month to your sentence.
Not accept any gifts or favors from other inmates.
ARC's reputation is under fire as people grow confused by their conflicting messages. After supposedly peaceful calls for change in Bern last week ended in violent demonstrations, accusations of financial corruption have now surfaced against ARC leader Dr. Talis Rucker. This comes on the heels of allegations last month that Dr. Rucker left Stuttgart for Prague due to police investigations into neuropathy. There are a lot of unanswered questions here, and I for one think we deserve the truth. Is the savior of augmented people really using neuropathy to illegally fund his organization? Why would the peaceful doctor choose to align himself with violent thugs? Perhaps... this scandal will improve the sales of Dr. Rucker's latest passionate plea to evacuate the entire state of California became one of the fastest viewed videos online. The American psychological. Around the world, always watching.
The inmates will have to learn to respect us.
Respect other inmates, respect correctional officers, respect yourself, and most importantly, respect the rules.
You ever cross paths with a former inmate on the outside?
Of course. But I don't act like this outside these walls.
Really?
Yeah. An old-timer taught me that trick. He said, we all need to play different roles inside and outside of these walls. Figure out who you are in here, and then be someone else entirely.
That's some good advice.
That prisoner jumpsuit you found must have come in handy.
It meant I could blend in and move around B block without the risk of being spotted by the guards over there. It was a convenient disguise, but I needed to remember to use the correct suit for each block to avoid running into trouble.
Be hot today. Hotter tomorrow.
Remember to keep yourself neat, clean, and free of contraband.
Getting used to the heat.
Mexico's government is
So you made it into B Block. I can't imagine you started knocking on cell doors asking for Oscar Mejia.
Not exactly, no. I knew I had to keep searching. As long as I stayed out of trouble, I'd find a way. And with a jumpsuit for B Block, I was able to move around in the open.
Political analysts warn that Mexico is on the brink of devolving into what might best be described as a centralized bank for gangs the world over. Mexico's tourism industry travel to the country. The future of this once beautiful nation remains in serious doubt. Sad times forever. We are all victims of the terror. One less This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
Exclusivity, anonymity, security. These are the greatest concerns of the digital age. And we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority one. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company.
Anomaly detected. Trace program in access granted.
But are they really just covering up dirt? A new study released today shows that the drugs are more to the house.
Interfering with the duties of correctional officers for the last 3 months.
We put him in the hole. Simple as that.
Solitary? For a minor infraction? I thought that's what the cages in the yard were for.
We decide what's a minor infraction and what's not. Anything can be considered a terminal violation if we say it is.
We couldn't do that in the prison I worked before. Just make up reasons to put inmates in solitary. There were rules.
Well, the penthouse has special rules for dealing with these animals. Besides, they're augmented criminals, so who gives a shit what we do? A few more months, maybe I can get a desk job.
With all due respect, folks, those investors should probably choose their news more carefully. If you see, hear, or read it from Picus News, you know it is the truth. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
The Santo Group. Construction, arcology, quality, excellence. Santo, restoring the past and building the future.
Where the augmented rights around the world. Picus News, always watching, because you are always watching. Now, the market and analysts are reporting that Potential Human Restoration Act in 2029 is for one company in particular, Taeyong. The biotech giant stock has seen a massive upswing as investors cash in on reports that TYM will be the sole supplier of the chips to be installed in all augmented people, should the vote pass. The timing is good for one's believing company for around.
So you made it into B block. I can't imagine you started knocking on cell doors asking for Oscar Mejia.
Not exactly, no. I knew I had to keep searching. As long as I stayed out of trouble, I'd find a way. And with a jumpsuit for B block, I was able to move around in the open.
The biotech giant stock has seen a massive upswing as investors cash in on reports that TYM will be the sole supplier of the chips to be installed in all augmented people, should the vote pass. The timing is good for the once beleaguered company. Regular viewers will remember my report earlier this year.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Promising happy times ahead and thanking investors for not believing everything they read in the news. With all due respect, folks, those investors should probably choose their news more carefully. If you see, hear, or read it in Ficus News, you know it isn't true. This is a lesson.
Getting used to the heat. A little.
Other unique and patented features. Area. Up into the stratosphere.
In other news, the outspoken scientist-turned-reality TV phenomenon, Professor Joseph Curcio, caused shockwaves this week.
The duties of a correctional officer will add 3 months to your sentence.
Devastate California with next 10 years. Dr. Curcio's passionate plea to evacuate the entire state of California.
The lesson I learned is that you need an emotional connection with other people. How long is this gonna take? We're not even gonna get to my damn cell. Seems like the entire way to
Why turn back when you were so close to reaching Agent Guerrero? I'm not sure what the thinking was behind that.
There's no need to know the thinking behind it. I'm telling you what happened.
It just seems strange that you didn't feel the need to focus on your objective.
Am I telling this story, Doctor, or would you rather tell it for me?
She got nothing to lose. Little red shoes, little... Hey, you ruined my rhythm. Little red shoes, little red trucks hidden again. Man, if you knew Razor like I did, you'd know that was complete bullshit. The guy with him that...
Video communication with loved ones is a privilege, not a right. Your conduct factors into how much time you are alive.
You gonna step up? I remember when each and every one of them... Doesn't matter. We can start looking out for ourselves. You're probably right. It's the guards I should be mad at. I don't feel safe with those things buzzing around. Can't help but think that today's the day they flip out and kill everybody. They're always here. No, I know, but... shit was fucked up. The way Wilbur got capped by a sentry right outside his cell? Another day down.
Not one more step.
If you know of an infraction being committed by a fellow inmate, report it. Immediately to a correctional.
That was risky, using the biocell on yourself. Did you think you might have been playing with fire? There was no telling what effect it could have had on you.
The modifications made to that biocell had somehow given me access to my Augs again. Now, completing my mission was that much easier. In my opinion, it was worth the risk.
Without e-books, there's
Failing
nothing
to
do.
comply with the direct order of a correctional officer will add 1 month to your sentence.
Would you keep it down? You'd be dropped into solid... You're interrupting us. Would you keep it...
Man, can't you wait?
Would you keep it down? You'd be dropped into solid
Santo.
where you can even throw the first punch. Besides, you're in the riot. How else are we supposed to protest against these COs? They're violating our rights every chance they get. Get lost. I know it. You know we don't have any rights in here.
What if all the drones and sentries
If I have to
flip
watch
out?
the news again, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. You ever wonder why there's nothing else on TV but the news?
Stay away from the drones and shit.
Hey, look. I only have one rule.
Prolonged exposure to sunlight can be harmful to natural and synthetic skin.
The suppression chip must have faulted out.
targeted Wolberg and just stopped. If it was malfunctioning, then it should have started killing everyone.
Nope. I'm not thinking about that shit. I get paid to be a guard. I'm not getting invested.
You're not at all curious.
Misusing authorized
That has to
medication
make sure nobody
is a
messes with
punishable
the
violation.
scene. That is exactly what I'm doing.
You really don't care.
Nope. When my shift ends, I'm watching the game. You can do whatever you want. There should be more COs. We're outnumbered.
Sorry, boys. B-block shower room is closed for maintenance.
Look for anything suspicious.
Give it first. Ah, hell, is he dead? Keep your eyes open.
Biotech giants.
Taking a quick look.
Human Restoration Act in 2029 is good news for one company in particular, Taeyong Medical. The biotech giant stock has seen a massive upswing as investors cash in on reports that TYM will be the sole supplier of the chips to be installed in all augmented people should the vote pass. The timing is typically once a beleaguered company. Viewers will remember my report earlier this year on the aggressive smear campaign against TYM, seemingly fueled by the underground press. TYM CEO expressed his relief in a written statement. Promising happiness. Thanking investors for not with all due respect, folks, those investors choose their newest form here. See, hear, or read it from Picus News.
Committing violence against another inmate, correctional officer.
Nice and quiet.
Reminder,
Just how I
religious
like it.
affiliation is a personal part of your life. This facility will not try in any way to change your religious convictions.
Investigate anomaly.
was that?
Correctional officer. Or
Reminder, religious affiliation is a personal part of your life. This facility will not try in any way to change your religious convictions.
New shine. Didn't think I was gonna see you again so soon. Is it a social call or you're here for something in particular?
Actually, I picked something up you might be interested in. A customized biocell. Couldn't have been easy to come by.
Now how the fuck? And what do you know about it?
I know that whatever it's for, it made the fixer pretty nervous. And judging by your reaction, I know it's worth something to you.
Fixer, huh? Well, I guess there ain't no point in being mad about it. Not your regular kind of thinker, if you know what I'm saying. So you're looking to deal, that it? Got something on your mind?
I was wondering how someone might go about getting into B Block.
That so? Normal circumstances, I'd ask why, but seeing as you got something I need, we'll just say your business is your business.
Just need a way to the other side. You strike me as a resourceful guy.
That I am.
So can you help me or not?
Matter of fact, New Shine, I think we can help each other. Friend of mine is sitting on B-side. Name of Red Shoes. You make sure he gets that biocell, and I'll be most grateful.
Right. Only problem is I forgot to pack my walk-through walls augmentation.
Packed a smart mouth though, didn't you? I got you covered, brother. Here. Keys to the castle. Calibrated to the security refresh from yesterday. Should get you through most doors with a card reader. I'd still keep my head down though, unless you want to hang with Wilburg in the morgue.
Alright, so this Red Shoes, how will I recognize him? Judging by the lack of fashion in here.
Hey, my man.
Present company excluded, of course. But I can assume Red Shoes isn't actually wearing red shoes, so what am I looking for?
Let's just say Red Shoes is real good at getting himself in trouble. You'll find him in one of the cool-off cages. Just keep your ears open, New Shine. You'll know him when you hear him. Trust me. Red Shoes don't like to be kept waiting.
Did you use the keycard Flossie gave you? What if it set off the alarms?
The keycard was the only clear advantage I had to reach Agent Guerrero in Cell Block B. It was a risk worth considering.
The modified biocell you were carrying could have given you an advantage too. You still weren't prepared to use it?
Being able to use my odds would have helped a lot. But there was no telling what would happen if I didn't take the biocell to Red Shoes as Flossie wanted. I had a choice to make.
Any part of your cell is strictly prohibited. Violators will be sent to solitary confinement for an extended period.
You see that?
You shouldn't say things like that.
Should the vote pass. The timing is good for the once beleaguered company. Regular viewers will remember my report earlier this year on the aggressive smear campaign against TYM. Senior viewers.
Something's wrong.
Come on. Investors should probably choose their news more carefully. If you see, hear, or read it from This is Eliza Cassell, reporting to you live from Picus.
The Santo. Construction, arcology, quality, excellence. Santo, restoring the past and building the future.
Turning now to Europe, where the Augmented Rights Coalition continues to struggle in the face of sinking public. ARC's reputation is under fire as people grow confused by their conflicting messages. Supposedly peaceful calls for change in Bern last week ended in violent demonstrations. Accusations of financial corruption have now surfaced against ARC's leader, Dr. Tallis Rucker. This comes on the heels of allegations last month that Dr. Rucker left support.
Anomaly detected.
This place seems
Trace
more tense the
program
last
initiated.
There are a lot of unanswered questions here. And how many times
The cell you're in is not your property. It is owned by the United States government.
to illegally fund his organization? Why would the peaceful doctor choose to align himself? Around the world,
This place seems more tense the last few days.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Do not accept any gifts or favors from other inmates.
Back away from them. Around the world, Hyper's news. Always watching, because you are always watching. Now, markets and analysts are reporting that the Potential Human Restoration Act in 2029 is good news for
The
one.
cell you're in is...
Around the world, Hyper's news. Always watching, because you are always watching. Now, the markets and analysts are reporting that the Potential Human Restoration Act in 2029 is good news for one company in particular, Taiwan. The biotech giant stock has seen a massive upswing as investors cash in on reports that TYM will be the sole
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
This year, the aggressive smear campaign against TYM, seemingly fueled by the underground press. TYM CEO expressed his relief in a written statement, promising happy times.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
With all due respect, folks, those investors should probably choose their news more carefully. If you see, hear, or read it from Picus News, you know.
Access denied.
Reporting to you. Around the world, Picus News, always watching. Always watching. Now, the markets and analysts are reporting that the Potential Human Restoration Act in 2029 is good news for one company in particular, Taiyong Medical. The biotech giant stock has seen a massive upswing as investors cash in on reports that TYM will be the sole supplier of the chips to be installed in all augmented people, should the vote pass. The timing is good for the once beleaguered company. Regular viewers will remember my report earlier this year on the aggressive smear campaign against TYM, seemingly fueled by the underground press. TYM CEO expressed his relief in a written statement on the company's official site, promising happy times ahead and thanking investors for not believing everything they read in the news. With all due respect, folks, those investors should probably choose their news more carefully. If you see, hear, or read it from This is a lot. Reporting to you. In the face of sinking public opinion, Park's reputation is under fire as people grow confused by
refrain from feeding or eating any wildlife that enters the penitentiary grounds. I don't get why the sentry targeted Bloomberg and just stopped.
Turn around. No trespass. Passing.
You Red Shoes?
I haven't seen you before. Who wants to know?
I had something for you. Special delivery, compliments of A Block.
It's happening? Now? He actually did it? I knew it! I told the guys Flossie was straight, man. This fucking slaughterhouse is gonna burn. It's time for some respect. Come on, let me have it.
Slow down. I'm looking for Mejia. Tell me where he is and I'll think about handing it over.
Mejia? He's usually on cleaning duty in the showers about now. Look, whatever, man, just give me the cell. Let's get this party started.
Here you go.
Yeah. Oh, that feels good. Man, you have no idea. I missed being me. Tell Flossie he's the fucking king. We owe him big time. When the time is right, shit's gonna go down. You'll see. Little red shoes, she gave up her legs for little red shoes. Now she dance all night, she got nothing to lose.
24 months.
Little red shoes, she gave up her legs for her little red shoes. Now she dance all night, she got nothing to lose. Little red shoes, she gave up her legs for little red shoes. Now she dance all night, she got nothing to lose. Little red shoes, she gave up her legs for her little red shoes. Now she dance all night, she got nothing to lose.
You Red Shoes? Actually, maybe it's better if I just keep it for myself.
Keep it for... What are you talking about, you son of a bitch? You're supposed to be one of us, man. We had a plan. You're fucking it all up. bet you the architect that made this prison designed it this way as a form of torture.
In solitary confinement, your privileges are restricted to a minimum.
Man, now the food in this place is messed up.
Sorry, boys.
Over there.
B-block shower room is closed for maintenance.
Conduct yourself in a quiet and orderly manner at all times.
You lost, Columbus? Or just looking to scrub another man's back?
Benny Machado. Friends call him Big Yacht. You know him?
Big Yacht? Jesus. Haven't heard that name for...
26 months.
20? Wow. It's been that long, huh?
So, do you know him or not?
Yeah, I know him. Look, we can skip the cloak and dagger. No harm playing by the book, but this far out the bosses can't hear us anyway. What are you doing here?
I'm with Interpol. Walters, TF-29. There's a potential terror threat. We need you to help us.
Whoa, whoa! Back up! You're here to pull me out? For a potential threat? You think I'm working on my fucking tan in here? I'm Dark Opal, remember? Do not contact under any circumstances.
We think this could be serious. Maybe the intel we have is a little thin, but it clearly suggests attacks are possible against several pro-AUG groups. I'm not sure that's a risk I want to take.
Did I just hear you admit TF-29's intel might be bullshit? You're a breath of fresh air, man. I think I like you already.
Look, if just one of these threats pans out, we're talking thousands of potential lives lost. Isn't it our job to protect them?
Yes, but TF-29's intel is wrong. It always is. Walters, what I'm doing in here is too important. No offense, but I'm not pulling out for a maybe. Sorry.
I wouldn't have come all the way out here if I didn't feel this was important.
Hey, I understand. I'm not attacking you. Unlike our clueless bosses back home, I know exactly what you went through just to get here. What's all this got to do with me anyway? I'm organized crime, not terrorism. Interpol knows that.
We arrested 2 suspects on an AUG smuggling charge. They let slip about the attack during interrogation, but now they won't talk. We've ID'd them as members of the Junkyard Gang. Dombrowski and Martin.
Jesus, are you kidding me? Dombrowski and Martin? That's like Laurel and Hardy planning the moon landings. No wonder they're not saying anything. They don't know shit. This terror threat of yours? It's nothing but hot air, Walters.
Alright, so maybe you know someone who can give us a better lead. You've been inside Junkyard for 2 years now, Agent Guerrero. You know these guys better than anybody.
Agent Guerrero? Come on, man. You sound like one of them talking. We're not like them. Call me Mejia.
Fine, Mejia. We need to get you transferred out of here as soon as possible, so you can talk.
I told you I can't. Look, Walters. Junkyard is... It's taken years to get them to trust me. If you knew what I...
Ho-ho-ho! Been a while since I boot-fucked the door. Haven't lost my touch. Hello, boys. This a private part?
This has nothing to do with you, Stinger. You should know to mind your own business.
Oh, I am. I think our friend here will understand that.
Friend?
Oscar Mejia, I'm placing you under arrest for the murder of Ian Wilberg. Cook this beaner.
Man, whatever the hell...
Back off!
Oaks! So help me God! What?
He's up! Stenger, he's up!
About goddamn time. Let me get a look at him. Move. You and me? We need to talk. Get out of here. Make sure no one bothers us.
But Chief, what about the riot?
I said out, dipshit! Look, Walters. What happened in the shower was a mistake, all right? But it wasn't my fault. If Junkyard would have told me you were coming, none of this would have happened.
Junkyard. Then you know why they sent me.
Yeah, I know. But I can fix this. God damn it. Didn't I tell you guys something was gonna happen? Mejia runs hot, I said. Too much passion. Sure enough, he went off script and put the entire operation at risk. I swear, I'm the only one in here who knows what he's doing.
Good job figuring me out. What say you give me an update on the operation?
Soon as I saw you in processing, I knew you were Junkyard MVP. Nice to finally meet someone who appreciates the skill set I bring to this outfit. Just wish you'd have come to me first.
Well, I'm here now. Give me all the details. Is the operation compromised?
It's gonna be fine, don't worry. If anything, we can turn Mejia's fuck-up into a plus. After we get this goddamn riot under control, we can probably multiply the merchandise by a factor of 10. Hell, they'll all just be lying out there.
Where's Mejia now?
I got that covered, don't you worry. He's squared away in a solitary on a TVI. Tighter than a sheep's asshole when the shepherd stinks of wine. He'll be dead this time tomorrow.
Dead tomorrow? That's not acceptable. Junkyard needs Mejia alive. I want to speak with him now.
No disrespect, F.A., but you being a VIP and all, I don't think that's a good idea. Since your boy went and killed Wilberg, the prison's gone to complete shit with these filthy-ass Augs tearing up the place. No offense.
Isn't the prison designed to stop something like this? What happened?
Frederick Flossie happened. Budget Malcolm X type. Educated just past his ABCs. So I guess that about makes him a fucking genius in here.
Yeah, we met. The inmates obviously look up to him.
Word is he managed to smuggle a biocell to one of his cronies. The stupid clank bastard jammed it up his asshole and went nuts. Got into the biocells in lockup after killing the guards on duty, and et voila. I don't get it. The choke was supposed to kick in, but it's like it's 2027 all over again.
What do you expect? You push a chip inside them, take away what they are. Trust me, that'll piss off any Aug.
Yeah, sorry about that. But again, if Junkyard would have told me you were coming... No matter. I got a riot response team on the way that'll be more than happy to push their shit in for them.
Boss, cell block is clear. Looks like most of the trouble is towards the admin building.
It'll be fine. They're just fucking Augs. There's no way they can take the entire prison.
Woo! Frederick Flossie coming at you live! You out there, Stenger? Time's up for you and your goon assholes, motherfucker!
Christ on a cracker! Sorry, Walters. You'll need to stay here. The guards are gonna be shooting inmates on sight, and the last thing we need is you getting drilled. Oaks! Get to admin and do something about that fucking PA! I got something to take care of first. I'll meet you there.
Dr. Gersi was passionate.
So you let Stenger believe that you were with Junkyard. Why not break cover, now that Guerrero's life was on the line?
Stenger was into something dirty. There was no telling what he would do to protect himself. It was better I stayed under and got into solitary on my own.
But you still had to make your way through a prison riot to do that.
Then it was a good thing I had use of my AUGs. I was gonna need them.
Riot protocols are in effect. All inmates must surrender to the nearest correctional officer, or deadly force will be used.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
How did they all get fired?
One of them was cloaked and broken into the lockup. Crazy, right? But Flossie was behind it.
Well, he couldn't have done it alone. He must have had help.
It doesn't matter who helped him get it. The inmates have control now.
Well, if I see any of these scumbags, I'm putting them down. I won't hesitate. Because they sure as hell won't for us.
Yeah, no shit.
Participating in a riot is a serious offense. It will have an impact on the length of your sentence.
Should have been keeping a closer eye on them. What was that?
All inmates must dispose of their weapons, return to their cells, and await further instructions.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
will be met with deadly force.
Tell me the truth, Adam. What really happened that
Riot protocols are now in effect. Inmates who do not comply will be shot on sight.
You gotta go out.
Non-compliance to the orders of a correctional officer will be met with deadly force.
If you need something, let me know.
Red Shoes started handing out biocells. No shit. Red Shoes did it? No way he did it alone. I heard there was one inmate who helped him out. Who? I don't know. Whoever it was, they're a hero, man.
Just relax. Everything's taken care of.
Anomaly
Where the rest
detected.
of them hide.
The Panther
Trace
City House
program
Father Correctional
initiated.
Facility is now under lockdown. The riot response team is en route.
Access granted.
We're not done. There's still lots to do.
Watch out for snipers.
Got this. Relax.
Just takes one guy to start a fucking riot. Ha!
Please tell that to Steve. Stealing son of a bitch to set it.
Make sure no one comes up behind you.
Falling in love be a bad thing. Well, turns out post-coital Steve has a big fucking mouth, and he invited his
So Agent Guerrero had asked for a schedule change to his work detail. Something about that struck you as odd?
Could have been for his investigation. Or if Stenger was to be believed, maybe it was to get close to Wilbur. Either way, I knew once I reached him I needed some answers.
serious offense, and will have an impact on the length of your sentence.
Just keep breathing. You'll be okay.
This riot broke out sooner than expected. But no matter. It was just fine for us in the end.
Correctional officers are authorized to use lethal force to subdue all non-compliant inmates.
When the shitstorm is over, you're gonna have
Mr. Walters? You found me, hiding in my hole. Of course, not much of a surprise. I'm where they told me to be.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. Starting to think I need to get used to that.
When last we spoke, the PA called me by name to the infirmary, they said.
A lot's happened since then.
The Rising, yes. Mr. Flossie didn't fabricate feelings out of nothing, though he does have a way of fashioning frustrations and coordinating courage. He can be very comprehensible.
Flossie, huh?
He orchestrates others. You and I, we know this already because we tampered precisely like he asked, which makes us part of it.
That tampered biocell I delivered for Flossie. What was it exactly?
Source of energy, more makeshift than what they ever took from us. Made with 7 strains of Teddy's love. Could give a man access again to what he was. Without which, Mr. Flossie says, we are nothing.
And me handing it over to Red Shoes. That had something to do with the riot starting?
Integral, yes. Gave him the ability to cloak through all their measures to liberate the violence that was locked away. And flood both blocks with power and we're all just swimming in it now.
Yeah, we're all drowning. What about that suppression chip all the inmates have installed? Isn't that supposed to keep something like this from happening?
The chokes, yes. When we exert energy, and it will mitigate. Will hurt like all hell any man who tries to use his Augs to the full extent that any tampering could allow. Unless, of course, you got my fix.
Your fix? The drug you've been handing out. It was designed with the riot in mind?
Yes, Mr. Flossie wanted them to be ready.
So, a prison full of drugged up and pissed off convicts with unmitigated access to their Augs. At no point did that seem like a bad idea to you?
At no point did Mr. Flossie ask me to formulate an opinion.
Okay, so formulate one now.
I think it's exciting.
I can imagine Flossie being persuasive enough to incite something like this. The part I don't get is why.
Oh, a man's motives mean nothing to me. I don't think to ask.
Best planned uprising in the world, it's still suicide. It's not gonna help anyone get off this rock.
Certainly not, no. Most men have given up hope of leaving, and even with my special biocells, they can't sustain. Meaning, any inmates who use them are bound to burn out long before the law.
So it is suicide.
That's not the word Mr. Flossie used.
So now what? You sit tight and hide while all hell breaks loose outside?
I fix for kicks. Make myself available. Whenever someone needs, I'm here to help.
What kind of help are you offering?
Well, let's see. A man like yourself, man of the world, well, I do have one last pill. Lint-laced, but still good. Good at making a man feel like himself. Interested?
I've been feeling the effects of that pill of yours. It hasn't all been positive.
The vision thing, it's when the eyes burn behind. Not everyone likes it.
How long are these side effects gonna last?
Oh, that's a very good question.
Great. You got an answer?
I'm afraid not, no.
I'm not gonna push my luck. One pill is more than enough for me.
Smart. Intelligent. You know what they say. 1114. Everyone. Linty.
How many of those pills have you taken?
A lot. Mr. Flossie told me to test and get it right. I took a lot. My kinds of quantities are not recommended.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna stick with the one.
Just fine for us in the end.
Correctional officers are authorized to use lethal force to subdue all non-compliant inmates.
Yes, sir, Mr. Stenger. Whatever you say.
I liked what the first pill did. Alright, let's roll the dice a second time.
This is exhilarating. Only man to take more than one is me. Mr. Flossie told me.
Whatever doesn't kill us.
Oh, it shouldn't kill you, no. It might, but probably not. Pretty sure. Like 61% sure. You can still see, right?
It never felt better.
To your nearest correctional officer.
Hold on. So you're saying you took the fixer's pill again? Without knowing the long-term side effects? Weren't you worried?
Everyone trusts a doctor, right? Teddy. Let's see what you got.
If you want anything else, you should really talk to Teddy. Experimental pills are my thing, bud.
You want me to talk to your stuffed toy?
He told me to tell you to talk to him.
All right.
Oh, and Teddy says no hard feelings about the head. He would...
All inmates must dispose of their weapons, return to their cells, and await further instructions.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Track it down! Search the area!
Anomalous state detected. Activating investigation.
I need a location on the source. Possible threat detected.
Inmates who do not comply will be shot on sight.
The TYM will be the sole supplier of the chips to be installed in all augmented people. Timing is key for the ones this year, on the by the underground press. TYM CEO expressed his relief in a written All due respect, folks. Those investors should probably choose their news more carefully.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Company's official site. Promising
Nothing here. Keep moving.
Orders given by correctional officers or automated security robots must be respected and followed.
I hope someone's coming to help.
around the world.
Better make sure.
I hope someone's coming to help.
Gunshots! Closing in!
Around the world.
So Agent Guerrero was still alive in solitary when you found him. What happened next?
It turned out the security systems controlling the door's locking mechanisms were offline. I needed to reset them in the server room below solitary. Once that was done, I could use the console in the security office to unlock his door.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Correctional officers are authorized to use lethal force to subdue all non-compliant inmates.
Surrender to your nearest correctional officer immediately. or deadly force will be used against you.
Walters! You high-toned son of a bitch, you caved for me! Come on! Open the door and let's roll.
We're not going anywhere, Agent. Not until you fill me in.
Fill you in? Stenger's trying to kill me, Walters. You want my help dealing with those terrorist attacks? We have to leave.
So now you're willing to help? You might have gotten yourself on death row, Mejia, but a few more minutes isn't going to change anything. Stenger filled me in. Said you've gone off the rails and he's the better man for the job. Your job, with Junkyard. Mind explaining that?
It's better you don't get involved.
If I don't get involved, you'll be dead tomorrow. And any chance of stopping those terror attacks will die with you. Now talk.
Okay, look. I don't know what Stenger told you, but I guarantee it's all lies. 2 years ago, Interpol got worried about a new player at the table. Junkyard. They needed eyes and ears on the inside, so they threw me into the deep end to go fishing.
And you hooked something big.
It took a while, but I eventually sniffed out that JY was into black market AUGs. A lot of AUGs. And I wanted to know where they were getting them. No points for guessing the answer.
This prison. It's the operation Stenger was talking about.
Ding ding, Walters. He's been running the show for a while now. Using the system to cover up a harvesting scheme. Inmates are pushed over the line, given a death sentence, and end up the next day with their AUGs ripped out by Worthmuller in the morgue.
The Fixer is involved in this too?
You're surprised? He's Stenger's little butcher boy. Whatever the man wants, war cuts it out.
If you and Stenger are both supposed to be playing the same side, why would he want you out of the picture?
Stenger's got power in here, but he's not Junkyard yet. He's always resented the fact I was jumped in. With me gone, he thinks he can take my place on the ladder.
I don't know. He doesn't strike me as the kind of man who could run something like this.
Oh, you'd be surprised. A hammer ain't sharp, but it can still get the job done. I got JY to send me in. But make no mistake, with the power of the so-called justice system behind him, this is Stenger's ship. Who and what gets harvested? It's his call.
No one tried to stop him? Stenger can't murder inmates at will without someone taking notice.
He can when he hides behind the state of Arizona's terminal violation policy. It's okay to destroy a dangerous AUG, right? Especially one in prison. Lately, though, 3 strikes for pretty much anything will get you a trip to Hole 6.
Hole 6?
Stenger moves the bodies from here to be carved up at the infirmary by the Fixer. They use maintenance tunnels under the prison to keep it all out of sight. I'd be dead and diced by sunrise if it wasn't for you.
If you hadn't declared yourself Dark Opal, we would have been able to contact you without all this trouble. Why didn't you just tell Interpol what was going on and let them deal with it?
I went Dark Opal so the suits couldn't fuck things up. Interpol isn't interested in the long game anymore. They want immediate results.
So it's okay for you if this harvesting ring continues?
That's not what I'm saying. Junkyard have some impressive shit going on. If we let them know we're onto them now, they'll just vanish somewhere else and I'll lose what I've been working for all this time.
So we just insert another agent. We did it once, we can do it again.
It's not that easy. Interpol pushed me under what, 2 years ago, and I'm only just starting to reap the rewards. Junkyard are huge on loyalty from both sides. Trust me, it takes time and pays well to look after that.
Something isn't adding up about Wilberg's murder. You're saying you weren't involved at all?
What? What are you talking about? I told you. Stenger has it in for me. I wasn't even near Wilberg's cell that day. I was on shift cleaning that fucking shower like always. Besides, the sentry took him out. Do I look like a fucking robot to you?
Found some work rosters while I was looking around the prison. Didn't you specifically request a shift change to the communal floor in cell block B? That would put you right next to Wilberg.
No! That's not right. Shit, Walters, give me some credit. It's the easiest thing in the world for Stenger to jack the records and make me look like the bad guy. Can we just focus, please?
Alright, I've heard enough. Terror attack or not, you're not doing anyone any favors by dying in this cell. Time to leave.
I ain't gonna argue with that. Lead the way, Jose. You got an escape plan?
The transport I came in on yesterday should still be on the roof. Can you fly?
No need. The prison birds run on automated flight paths to stop hijackers. We can just hack the route. As long as the security systems are shut down, we'll be free to fly out of here and sip pina coladas all the way to Panama.
Okay, sounds like a plan. I'll take care of the flight path.
No, let me go to the tower. I know where to break into the system. Old school. I'll have just enough time while you handle the rest. There are 2 turrets on the roof, and an aircraft tracking system that you'll need to disable. There's an override in the warden's office.
Alright, what about Stenger?
As long as he doesn't get to JY before I do, there's no problem. Hey, I'm happy you're here, man. You have no idea. I'll see you at the landing pad. Good luck.
Task force protocols dictate that you should have called for an immediate extraction. Going against protocol could have jeopardized the mission.
If Agent Guerrero was right and our intel was wrong, then the mission had changed. Terror attack or not, Agent Guerrero wasn't going to be any help if he was dead.
All COs should ID themselves with the First Riot Response Agent and assist. This is the Arizona State Riot Response Team. We've been authorized to...
Area secure. Maintaining cautious patrol.
weapons, surrender, and go back to your cells. There's no shame in self-preservation.
Those investors should probably choose their news more carefully. If you see, hear, or read it from Picus
Dropping your weapon, putting your hands behind your head, getting on a...
Can't be sure, but I think I saw something.
We're taking casualties!
program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
After supposedly peaceful investigations into neurophosine smuggling. There are a lot of unanswered questions.
Surrendering means dropping your weapon, putting your hands behind your head, getting on the ground, or
Trace
returning to
program
your cell.
initiated. Access granted.
Why would the peaceful doctor choose to align himself with violent thugs? Perhaps all this scandal will improve the sales of Dr. Rucker's latest book. It sounds like the good doctor has all the money he can get right now. This is Eliza Cassell, reporting to you live from Streamer brought up interesting questions since I haven't watched the latest technology. Our portable data
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
The outspoken scientist turned reality TV phenomenon, Professor Joseph Curcio. Around the world, Eidos Montreal, always watching.
Area secure. Continuing cautious patrol. Continuing search and execute.
Subsections 8 and 9.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Now!
Intel places Frederick Flossie near the warden's office. He hopes to get himself on TV. All orders are to make sure that doesn't happen.
Over there?
We're taking heavy losses down!
Intel places Frederick Flossie near the warden's office. He hopes to get himself on TV. All orders are to make sure that doesn't happen.
We don't know if he's alone or how well armed he is, so proceed with caution.
Understood.
Stop. Heroes wouldn't have been trained for this.
Taking heavy losses down here.
Come on, check it out.
Around the world, I've changed, always watching, because you are always watching. Now, the markets and analysts are reporting that the potential Human Restoration Act
That's not right. Think. Try to recall clear.
Around the world, hypotheses, always watching, because you are always watching. Now, the market and analysts are reporting that the potential Human Restoration Act in 2029 is good news for one company in particular, Taeyong Medical. Around the world, hypotheses, always watching, because you are always watching. Now, the markets and analysts are reporting that the potential Human Restoration Act in 2029 is good news for one company in particular, Taeyong Medical. The biotech giant stock has seen a massive upswing as investors cash in on reports that TYM is sole supplier of the chips to be installed in all augmented beings. Show the vote now. The timing is
Tripping over your own feet.
I used to work in a factory. This isn't my first time around heavy equipment.
You sure you can handle that thing?
It's hard to make a fast getaway, but it's fun as fuck.
Just put that away before someone sees it. Just don't just wait.
Hang on.
Just don't shoot my ass by mistake, okay?
Relax.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I'm calling bullshit. Just keep looking, man.
Nothing.
What are you doing here? With a rig like that, you should be on the front line, man.
Yeah, I'm here. What? Just talk to whoever you need to make it happen and call me back. I'm done with waiting. Hey, new shine. Ain't this a surprise?
Looks like you're celebrating.
Sure am, and I deserve it. You think anyone else could have pulled this off? Got the brothers to come together, take this place for our own.
So the king emerges. Couldn't have been easy.
Nothing worth it ever is. Would have been harder if you hadn't made that delivery to Red Shoes. Now I owe you one, new shine.
I don't like being used.
Oh, come on. You got what you wanted, so did I. Everything worked out just fine. Maybe some grudges got settled along the way, so what? Change is always painful. Or do you have a problem with the way I do things?
I do. There's no reason for people to die like this.
No reason? Fuck you, man. You don't know shit.
I know this revolution bit of yours is an act. You did this all for a taste of power. Stop pretending it's something different.
Stop pretending. Well, that's some real good advice, Johnson. Or should I say, Officer Jensen?
Where did you hear that name?
You didn't think that moment in the yard wouldn't set me to thinking? Seeing how the warden's assistant here kindly let me use the phone, I made some calls. Adam Jensen, Detroit PD. Deep down was right. You're a bona fide agent of the law, or used to be. Question is, what the hell are you doing here?
What I'm doing here has nothing to do with you, if that's what you're worried about.
I ain't worried about shit, brother. Just curious about finding a cop on the wrong side. What's your story, lawman? You in here saving the world or fighting me?
Right now, I'm trying to stay out of your business and hoping you'll stay out of mine.
Okay, I can respect that. You ain't doing me no harm. So what now?
I need access to the transport's tracking system. It's here in the warden's office.
Fine, do what you came for. But then I want you to fuck out of my face. You're killing my vibe. Yeah, I'm here. What? Just talk to whoever you need to make it happen and call me back. I'm done with waiting. Hey, sure.
How or why you do things isn't my business.
That's right, it ain't. You haven't experienced what life in the penthouse is really like. From what I heard, you were moving on again in a couple of days.
Plans change. I need to leave now.
Look at you getting shit done. Spit it out, brother. Something I can help you with?
I need access to the transport's tracking system. It's here in the warden's office.
Go right ahead and do whatever you need, brother. I'm just waiting on my interview. Yeah, I'm here. What? Just talk to whoever you need to make it happen and call me back. I'm done with waiting.
You had to make a show of force, I get that. Sometimes it's the only way to get people to pay attention.
Yeah, that's right. It was the only way. Life is ups and downs, brother. Ups and downs. And I plan on staying up this time. So, you need something? I'll help if I can.
I need access to the transport's tracking system. It's here in the warden's office.
Go right ahead and do whatever you need, brother. I'm just waiting on my interview.
Where's that asshole who owes me credits?
I don't believe this.
Glad I haven't crossed Stanger. I've been cooped up here.
I ain't hitting up.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
How long is this gonna take?
Access denied.
Fuck.
Come on, I ain't got all day.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Someone talk to me, damn it.
Access granted.
Glad I haven't crossed Stanger.
How long is this gonna take?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Someone talk to me, damn it.
Access granted.
I ain't hanging up.
Where's that asshole?
These hog fuckos are tearing my prison apart. You think I got time for this?
Yes, but no. Mr. Mejia said that I should.
Mejia said. God damn it, Mort. I told you to stay out of the hole.
Yes, you did. It's Mr. Mejia. He...
What are you telling me? Mejia's here? Get in there. Go!
So, when you saw Stenger and Worthmuller arguing on the security monitor, it sounded like Guerrero might be there. But didn't he say he was going to the tower to reroute the flight path? Why would he go to the infirmary?
I had the same question, Doctor. Guerrero was obviously hiding something, but I needed to take a trip to the infirmary if I wanted to know what it was.
This
Hello?
is fun.
But I
We're
still
cooped
rather
up
be
here
here
too
now.
long. Come on then. Be careful.
Reporting to you, live, from Picus.
Maybe have that. We got this. Johnson.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Give up now, and return to your cell.
Scanning reports no functional activity. Maintain exertion.
Be warned that we are approved for use of live ammunition if necessary.
Search and execute mode.
So now Stenger had been murdered. Did you think Guerrero was responsible?
When I saw Stenger arguing with Worthmuller on the security feed, he implied that Guerrero might have been there. If that was true, it meant either one of them could have done it. What was sure was that Guerrero had been lying to me. The orders I'd found on Stenger's body clearly showed he was pulling the strings for the harvesting operation all along.
Had enough warning and this has gone on long enough. For your own safety, return to your cells immediately.
Continuing search and execute mode.
By the underground press. TYM CEO expressed his relief in a written statement on the company's official site, promising happy times ahead and thanking investors for not believing everything they see in the news. With all due respect, folks, those investors should probably choose their news more carefully. If you see, hear, or read the Ficus news, you know it is the truth.
Well, look who it is. Junkyard's rising star, huh? You messed with the wrong family this time, Mahia. Vinny Garbage told me about Gina.
So I killed. Who cares?
More people than you know. Gina was untouchable. I'm surprised you're admitting it was you.
Problem needs solving. I solve it. That includes shutting people up who can't keep quiet. You understand me?
Is that a threat?
What do you think?
You can't touch me in here, remember? You're riding high now. But once I pull a few strings, you'll be out of Junkyard for good.
This is Eliza Cassell.
That recording you found was pretty damning against Guerrero, wouldn't you? You say?
Didn't sound good. If I understood what I'd heard correctly, he had more than enough motive to kill Wilberg. Guerrero had some explaining to do. But if I didn't do what was needed to ensure the escape, neither of us were going to make it back to Interpol.
What the fuck are you doing here, Johnson? Nah, it wasn't Johnson. What the hell was it? Johansson!
There's no need for any trouble, I just want to use the elevator.
You do, huh? Well, ain't that a fucking shame? See, this is my elevator now.
No, it isn't. Look, just let me use it and I'll be on my way.
This is where I shit, asshole. Now get out of here and find your own fucking elevator. I said get lost, Jefferson! Nah, that ain't right. What's wrong with you? Jensen! Adam fucking Jensen, yes! I remember! You just can't leave me alone, huh? Okay, Robo-Pig, that's it! Let's dance! Go!
Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
So, with both the tracking system and the turrets shut down, you just needed to get to the landing pad, is that right?
You've got the report right in front of you, Doctor. Why don't you tell me?
I'd rather hear it from you.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Sorry, Wart. Should have done this a long time ago.
What the hell is going on, Mahia?
Walters? We got a problem. Worf Mueller knows who we are.
Do I not know that? This isn't good. Can't I just keep doing things like I've been? Everything you wanted me to—
Shut up. He's trying to blackmail me. Found out what we're really doing here. He's a threat, man. We can't leave him here alive.
The veracity is questionable.
Don't fall for his act, Walters. He'll say anything to get what he wants. All the attempts to blackmail, manipulate, he's not what he seems. I need you to trust me on this.
Trust you to execute someone. The Fixer's not the threat here, Mahia. Just put the gun down, come back to base, and help us with the intel we need. If you're right and it comes to nothing, what have you lost?
Everything! You don't get it, do you? The Fixer's fucking evil. You have any idea what he's capable of? The things he's done? If we leave him alive, he'll ruin it all. I'm trying to protect us.
Intellectually? It's just maddening.
Keep your mouth shut. Don't you see? This is what he does. The pills, the riot, he manipulates people, man. Worms his way into everything and makes it sick. Stutters like an idiot to seem harmless. It's all bullshit.
I'm not sure I believe that. And even if I did, it doesn't mean you get to shoot him.
Fine. Then you fucking shoot him. He's as big a threat to you as he is to me. If we don't kill him, our cover's blown. Jesus, man. You're actually willing to jeopardize an agent for... what? This sociopath?
Stop pretending this is all about your cover with Interpol. You want to kill the Fixer for the same reason you killed Wilberg. To protect your interest with Junkyard. He recorded you both arguing about it. I heard everything.
The job was to get as deep as possible with Junkyard. Running that harvesting op kept me as close as I could. I needed to keep up the act.
That's a lie. If Wilberg was a real threat to you, you could have called Interpol. You had options. You chose not to take them.
Look, I'm not the enemy, Walters. He is. Everything that gets people killed in this place, he's at the heart of it. He's the one whispering revolution in Flossie's ear. He's the one carving up bodies. And as for Stenger, why don't you ask him?
Mr. Stenger is very dead. All of him. This place is violent, yes, and moldy, and they always get your name wrong. And I want to leave now. I want to go where you're going.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? Bust you out so you can stick your forked little tongue in everyone's ear. He's smarter than we are, man. Put him in a room with Interpol, and they'll eat up every one of his lies. We can't let that happen. Please, Walters. Remember who we are. I need to know you've got my back.
This isn't about the Fixer anymore, Mahia. Forget the job or Interpol or terror threats. This is about you, an agent. It's about a man who needs to remember why he's really here. He shouldn't forget who he is, what he's constructed.
I was told to infiltrate Junkyard. I'm supposed to maintain my cover at all costs.
You were supposed to expose them, but I think you've forgotten that part. You've been left in the dark too long. But you can still come back. Help us do our jobs, Hector. Come back before it's too late.
Don't you dare use that name, Office. Hector is fucking dead. It's 2 years too late for a pep talk. Interpol doesn't get to throw me in the deep end and then tell me I swam out too far.
You did swim too far, can't you see that? You've done more to expand this harvesting operation than you've done to stop it. You've killed in cold blood, and you've lied to me about it. You keep making the wrong choices, Agent Guerrero.
Fuck Agent Guerrero! I won't answer to that name anymore. If I did, I wouldn't have survived. I don't answer to it. I don't answer to Interpol, and I sure as hell don't answer to you.
So that just leaves Junkyard, the people you were supposed to stop.
At least Junkyard was there for me. They know who I am. They're loyal to me. Right now, that's all I got.
There is no version of this where you get to walk away. If you betray Interpol and TF-29, they will keep sending people after you. People a lot less willing to talk than I am. Coming back is your only chance.
I do that, and Junkyard send the people after me. No offense, but they're way scarier than you guys could ever be. So looks like either way I gotta shoot someone to stay alive, and it might as well be you.
Looks like we're done talking then.
Sorry, Ward.
This isn't about the fixer anymore, Mahia. Forget the job or Interpol or terror threats. This is about you, an agent. It's about a man who needs to remember why he's really here. He shouldn't forget who he is, what he's constructed.
I was told to infiltrate Junkyard. I'm supposed to maintain my cover at all costs.
You were supposed to expose them, but I think you've forgotten that part. You've been left in the dark too long. But you can still come back. Help us do our jobs, Hector. Come back before it's too late.
Don't you dare use that name, Office. Hector is fucking dead. It's 2 years too late for a pep talk. Interpol doesn't get to throw me in the deep end and then tell me I swam out too far.
I'm not speaking to you as Interpol. I'm speaking to you as a fellow agent. I know what it's like to play two sides. To get so caught up in the lies you start believing them. It's the price we pay to get close to something that's out of reach.
I didn't get close. I got in. Less than 2 years and JY accepted me. Trusted me. That's where their strength comes from. From loyalty. From recognition. 6 years with Interpol, and I still needed a keycard to piss.
I get it. I've been there. Balancing loyalties isn't easy. Playing someone you're not. Doing things you don't believe in to keep up appearances.
You and me are the same now? You've been under 1 day. I've been under, what? You said yourself, 26 months? You have no idea the choices I had to make. I did things. Revealed things Interpol won't forgive. I'm not going back.
It was never going to be easy. There's a reason guys like us get asked to infiltrate the places we do. It's because there's some part of us that doesn't have to pretend. Believe me, I've been where you are. Holding a gun to someone's head. you still have choices you can make.
You're gonna have to tell me what they are, man. Interpol expects me to be someone I'm not. Junkyard expects me to keep being someone that only makes sense in here. Either way, I gotta pretend. And either way, someone comes after me. What am I supposed to do?
Help us. Help me. Come back with me as an agent. An agent who made mistakes and who's willing to recognize them.
What if I can't? They look me in the eyes, man, and they'll see I'm not one of them anymore.
But I know they'll listen. As long as you prove to them you can still be a positive force. Helping us with this terrorist threat will go a long way. After that, if all you want in return is a ticket out, I don't see how they can say no.
I trust you. But what about Worthmuller? If he didn't know too much before, he sure as hell does now.
Leave me alone with him. I'll make the call.
I think he's broken.
I'm starting to think everyone is.
It's the institution. These walls weren't designed with serenity in mind.
No, they weren't. They were designed to hold people and keep them from getting out. For good reason, most of the time.
Most of the time, yes. Except you two. You were different. You wanted to be here.
Just how much do you know? How worried should I be?
I know there's no such thing as Walters or Mejia. I know you were both sent here to pretend, and I know, at some point, one of you forgot he was pretending.
And are you planning on sharing this information?
Anyone who knows me knows. It's not my nature to plan anything.
You were able to keep Flossie's plans to yourself. And you played a part in Junkyard's operation, an operation not a lot of people knew about. So I know you've kept secrets before.
It's easier when no one suspects. If no one suspects, no one asks. People tend not to give me a lot of credit.
Is that all it is? Someone asks you something, you have no choice but to tell them the truth? To do whatever they tell you?
Father taught me to obey. Some men remind me more than others. Makes it hard to disappoint.
Men like Flossie, like Stanger, like Mejia.
Men like wolves. No shortage of them in here.
No shortage of them anywhere. You were able to keep Flossie. Is that all it is? Someone asks you something, you have no choice but to...
Father taught me to obey. Some men remind me more than others.
Men like Flossie, like Stanger, like Mejia.
Men like wolves. No shortage of them in here.
No shortage of them anywhere. I'm not sure who's in more danger here, you or everyone stuck here with you. But this definitely isn't a good place for you to be.
Where are we going?
I don't know about the we yet, but wherever you end up, you're gonna have to be more selective in who you're willing to do things for, and more selective in the things you're willing to do.
Yeah, that sounds complicated.
Doesn't have to be. Just stay away from hurting other people. Try not to let them hurt you.
Anything you say, Jack.
You convinced me. I got no problem doing this your way.
What did you do? Adam?
Excuse me?
You were saying you found Agent Guerrero on the roof holding Worthmuller at gunpoint. What did you do?
I feel like I've answered this question already.
Time can change a lot of things, Adam. Especially memories. I know you don't like doing this, but it helps. Both of us. Please. How did you resolve the confrontation with Agent Guerrero?
What did you mean, time can change a lot of things? Are you saying I'm forgetting what happened?
No, not at all. It's just... I've looked at all the reports, and there are a few small inconsistencies, that's all. Look, it's not important. What is important is how you remember it. So, just tell me what you recall about those final moments, and we can wrap this up.
I brought Agent Guerrero back with me. Whatever he was still an agent and worth saving. With or without the intel.
Wait. So, to be absolutely clear, you brought him back?
That's what I said. Is there a problem with the file?
There's no record of... The report doesn't say where he ended up exactly, but that's not unusual. He was a valuable asset and the information I have is limited, so... Have you had any contact with Agent Guerrero since?
No. After settling our differences, He's no longer my responsibility. I don't know where he's gone.
Okay. Well, you've been through so much these past months, and it's keeping things up to date. It's an ongoing process. Something we'll continue working through together.
That's it? No more questions?
I have more than I need for now. Thank you so much for coming in like this, Adam. I know it's not your favorite thing in the world, but it's been very useful, making sure we're all on the same page. What's wrong, Adam? Is there something else you want to say?
Yeah. I have a question for you, Doc. If you were in my position, if you had a feeling, a suspicion, that the agent in front of you was bad, and you could take them out, right there, right then, no questions asked, would you do it?
I suppose it depends on what you think you know, Adam. If I really felt, deep down, that the person in front of me was no longer on my side, then maybe I would. Understanding when to pull that trigger is the single most important instinct an agent can possess.
You know, Guerrero was right.
About what?
The terror attack. Never happened. Gotta wonder what else he was right about.